Next story here is called Deployment Story. Very simple. From a man who goes by Sergeant Frank. Hello, Pop Toxic Male and all you wonderful savages. Number 534 here.
Wow.
And I have a story to share with you. Pop, I just bought your first book, and I'll be sending it to you for an autograph and a few items I 3D printed as small humor gifts. Now on with the story. In parentheses, this actually happened.
Okay. Oh, shit. Okay.
2014, deployed on Operation Carib, Canadian Navy, United States Navy, United States Coast Guard, anti-drug ops, Gulf of Mexico. We actually had a decent bust of over 600 kilos of booger sugar that year. My ship was doing a refueling port stop in Honduras, and the CO gave us shore liberty until midnight for personnel not on duty. Prior to being set free, we all got the classic briefs of the local dangers. And the ship's docks issuing us wrappers for our torpedoes. That's important. Well, in the brief, we were told to avoid certain parts of the city due to gangs and cartel controlling the area. Words of wisdom. You guessed right. That's exactly where we all ended up. Hell, that's where most of the best local bars are located, according to Google.
Actually, that's totally true. That's totally true.
You see, it wasn't my fault. I just went where Google told me to go.
I can't tell you how many times in my career, like, these are absolute no-go areas. You will not go into this area. And we're all like, oh, that's just terrible. As soon as we walk out off post, get the take us to the bad part of town.
Take us to there.
Okay.
It's all good. It's all good.
Because there's always crazy shit going on.
Is that how you saw the donkey show? It is. Oh, I knew it.
Oh, that's brutal.
Do you want a donkey show? I don't want to know, man. I'm just glad that I can't actually get in your head and see that, because I think
that was
would
a bad
probably,
day for the popster.
That'd be a very bad day for everybody.
That just ruined it.
What a jackass. Bunch of us ended up at the Gentleman's Club.
Shaker Club.
Those are totally aptly named, by the way. They have, and I say it was decent. Girls were a solid 5 to 7, and they were hungry for the money. Midway through the evening, I decided to have some good times, have the torpedo polished and hopefully loaded into a launcher. Can you teach like a euphemism school? This is hilarious. I selected my target. I'd say she was in her early 20s, nice rack and ass. Bonus, it did not smell fishy. Solid 5.5, pushing on a 6 with full stripper makeup. Do you have any idea what that's going to look like when it comes off?
Yeah, it's going to be bad.
C-section scars. I set battle stations and prepped for torpedo firing. Pop, I don't know about your Latina ex, but God, she rocked my world for that hour. After the conclusion of torpedo ops. Okay, from now on in the show, we're not going to use the S word. We're just going to call it torpedo ops. Oh, that's great.
Okay.
That's when I realized, I was in trouble. Remember, we're in cartel gangland, and I am a foreigner, and I only had about $30 left in my wallet. This is bad, right? But weirdly enough, I had a few bills of, drumroll, Canadian Tire cash. So I had a choice to make. Give her the remaining U.S. cash I had and hope I can convince her the rest was actual Canadian dollars. I thank my lucky stars she was gullible enough to take it, and the ship was leaving at 0700.
Okay.
So I had a great evening, good local brew, good female entertainment that ended up only costing me $30 and about $2 on Canadian Tire store money. 50-cent bills I explained the C was for Canadian. She thought she got paid $200. Woo!
You're lucky.
Emotional, damn it.
Yeah, you're lucky it got away with that one.
No shit. He says, I'll freely admit it was a dick move, but hey, I was a young sailor slinging my DNA in ports all over the world. I actually think I may have a son and a daughter in France and Scotland, respectively.
Wow.
Thanks for sharing this story for all to enjoy and hopefully laugh a bit.
Savage.
Wow. Can you imagine the kind of fucked up cultural family dynamics that would happen at that reunion if you do have a son and a daughter in France and Scotland?
Well, let's be honest.
The French one would run away from the Scottish kid running after it with its dick wagging with a freaking kilt and a knife in its hand.
Jeez.
Well, I know about a half a dozen dudes that got kids in Korea, Japan, Germany, France, UK, all over South America.
Yes.
Like, I'm literally some of these guys. I'm like, you have heard of a condom, right?
You would think.
Did you
like
actually?
Nick Cannon? How many fucking kids does Nick Cannon have now? My
I
God.
don't know. I'm like, did you catch anything? Oh, I'm glad. Hopefully, I didn't. I'm like, what do you mean? Hopefully. Well, I haven't noticed anything yet. It's been years. I'm like, dude,
Ugh.
you're dirty.
Ugh. I mean, I'm just thinking, like, I think Nick Cannon has like 8 baby mamas or some shit.
Who's
I
Nick
mean,
Cannon?
it's the fucking douchebag who hosts the what is it, the Masked Singer on the show, whatever. He used to be married to Mariah Carey back in the day,
He's an actor, hip hop thing.
allegedly.
He's
He was
got
some,
8 kids.
he was in some like throwaway flick in the early 2000s called Drumline. That's the first time I ever saw him, and I was like, why is this asshole's name above the title? I've never even heard of the motherfucker.
Yeah.
I love it. Nick Cannon, never heard of her. That's some funny shit. But yeah, I mean, we were looking up just last week. It only takes 8 partners to basically guarantee that you get HPV. So if you have that many baby mamas, you're definitely been raw dogging it, unless you, I don't know, unless you shoot for distance.
Some of these numbers you dish out scare the shit out of me. I'm really like going in my head here, like what the fuck?
Well, I mean, what was it for HIV? It's like 325.
Oh yeah, it was like some astronomical number, and you basically have to be gay to get to that number.
Oh no, there's women out there that could rack up that many.
Oh, I know, but to get the hipple hip, I mean, it's like it's almost exclusively a gay thing or a fence jumper thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because they're like, oh, there was an epidemic back in the day. No, there wasn't. There never was.
There's a bunch of fence jumpers.
There was a guy though who tried to push a drug at that time for those people with a virus.
Doesn't his last name rhyme with Ouchie?
Yeah. Yes, it does.
And I'm pretty sure a lot of people died.
A lot of people died. And beforehand, he was actually asking for people to give blood.
It's almost as if you'd have to be a fucking retard to put that guy in charge of anything more complicated than a Fisher-Price cashier set.
And that was in the 80s till now. 80 now. I don't know. Just saying.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, fuck him.
Watch Grunt Speak live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to join Pop for Supporter Sundays, go to redonkulous.com/donate and make a monthly pledge. A link is in the meat caser box.